going on, everybody? Today we're going to go through everything you need to start playing Pokemon Autochess right now. I'm sure a lot of you people have been seeing this circulate the YouTubes. It's a super fun game, so we're going to get right into it and get you playing. I don't want to waste too many people's time, so just full disclosure, this is going to take place on Android and PC. I'm not aware of the pipeline to get it working on iOS or macOS. I'm sure there's an Android emulator that you can get on macOS that allows you to play it, and maybe even iOS. I've heard that you can access the Chinese App Store to download the game, but I don't know how to do any of that, so we're going to be focusing on Android and PC. So there's three methods that I've found to be the easiest. One is just on your Android phone. The second is using your Android phone but controlling it on your computer. So we'll go over some apps to download to do that. Works a little bit better if you're trying to record or anything like that, just because all of the processing happens on your phone for the game, whereas all the recording happens on the PC. So you can kind of save some resources like that, make it run a little bit smoother. And then the third way is an Android emulator on the PC that actually I tried once. There was some instability issues. I tried it again, and I found some settings that make it work a lot better, and it will probably be my preferred method going forward. So let's start with getting it ready on the Android app. Here we are on my home screen. It's relatively simple to get on your Android. You're just going to go to your internet, you're going to go to your search bar, and you're going to search unite.qq. That's going to take you to the Chinese Pokemon Unite website. Once it's loaded up, this button up here, the orange one, that's what you're going to click to download. You'll click it, and I guess for the sake of the video, I'll click it again. It'll go through this, and you'll just say download here. It'll be an APK file. That's the one you want. Once you hit download, you'll be able to go into your downloads. You'll hit downloads, and then you'll see a file like this, which says .apk at the end of it. So that's the one you'll launch. You'll click it, and it'll prepare your phone to launch it. You'll just click install and go through that process. Now, once that's installed, you'll see in your apps page, you will have this app with all kinds of fun Chinese characters. So that is your Pokemon Unite app. Don't start it yet. You can, but we want to get WeChat set up first. You're just going to go to your app store, and you are going to search WeChat and install that. Basically what WeChat is it's the Chinese messaging app that helps you log into the game. So what you're going to do first is get your WeChat account set up. Do that. That's going to help you with all three of these methods to just have your WeChat set up on your phone and logged in. So once you have your WeChat account set up and logged in, then you can click on Pokemon Unite, and it will start up just like you'd expect it to. So once you kind of go through this opening cutscene, it's going to download some extra files. It's going to be all in Chinese, but you'll get to a couple screens here where it'll load, it'll download some extra files and everything like that. And then once this means you have a connection error, I have found out. Sometimes if I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, I just have issues. So connect to Wi-Fi and I'm good to go. For whatever reason, it just doesn't want to load on cellular data for me. Maybe it's because my connection's not strong. I'm in a basement room, so that could be it. But if you're having troubles with connection issues, it might be you might just need to connect to Wi-Fi. So once you get to this point, you're like, what do I do? Just click. I know it's hard to understand because it's in Chinese, but you'll click it. Okay. So you're going to get to this screen. I'm going to turn this very far down. Hold on. So once you get logged in, you'll go to this screen here. So this is going to be your WeChat login. Click this box here. I don't know why I'm pointing like you guys can see it. Click this box here, and then click login with WeChat. And if you've logged in on your phone, then you can just accept and continue. There might be a security CAPTCHA or something for you to do, but it'll just log in, and you'll be able to play. Once you get in, you're going to get some text prompts from this lady, and I have already played through the tutorial, so I don't have to do it again. It is easier to play through the tutorial on the phone. If you're in an emulator, it's harder to play through the tutorial. And that's just because you have to play like regular Pokemon Unite. So when you get into the game, this is Autochess right here. This is the Autochess, the Auto Battler game mode. But it's going to make you go through playing regular Pokemon Unite. It's going to be like 30 to 45 minutes of gameplay before you unlock this. So this will be grayed out when you start. Just keep following the holograms where it's and the prompts, and doing what the game asks you to do basically until this is no longer locked, and then you can play it as much as you want. So just prepare for that tutorial. It might take a little bit. It might be frustrating if you play it on an emulator because you don't have unless you have two mice. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that works. I think you can also set up a controller on an emulator or whatever, but I didn't take the time to figure that out. So that's method one. It's really simple. It's not that hard at all. Especially the hardest part is figuring out the WeChat and making sure that you're logged into WeChat before you launch the game so that you can use the WeChat login. And I probably made it harder on myself because I started with an emulator, then I switched to my phone, and then it just do one at a time. So you got the game, but now you want to play it on your PC. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either use an emulator, which is very similar, or you can use an app called Screen Copy. And what that does is it just mirrors your screen onto your computer, and you can control it from your computer. So let's talk a little bit about how to do that. So before you even download Screen Copy, there's a setting that you have to activate on your phone, and you have to do the developer options. You're going to want to go into your phone settings. You go to About Phone. I'm going to blur this out so you guys don't see any of my personal information. You'll go to Software Information and then Build Number down here in the middle. And you're just going to tap it a bunch of times, and it should say Developer Options Enabled. If you have troubles doing this, look up how to do it on your specific phone, but this should work. Then you'll go back, and you can access the developer options. And I find the easiest to just hit search, and you can search USB debug, and you'll click this and make sure it is on. So turn on USB debugging. Once you do that, Screen Copy will be able to work. So after that, you can just search Screen Copy and download it, and I'll try to include links as best I can. It's a new YouTube channel, so sometimes they're a little bit picky with adding links in your description, but I will try my best to put it on there. This is just a screen mirroring tool that you can download on your PC. You hit download Windows 64, and then you can download the latest version. So once you get the latest version installed, extract it. I put it on my desktop because it's easy for me to find it there. And then run this ADB application or exe. Nothing's going to happen. Don't worry. That's how it's supposed to be. By the way, the first time you plug your phone in after enabling USB debugging, it's going to ask if you want to allow it. Just allow it. That way Screen Copy can work. So you can launch Screen Copy if you want, and it launched on my other monitor, but now you can control your phone from your computer. But it's not as helpful as it could be. So we're going to get this GUI for it. So I just searched GUI Screen Copy. Once again, I will include a link in the description if I can. If you search GUI Screen Copy, then it'll take you to this page right here, a little GitHub link, and then you can just go to the latest release, or you can look at the other releases. But download, I usually go in here, and then the one I got was the X64 version, the PYQT5 X64 version. Launch that, and then once you download it, just copy it into the Screen Copy folder that's on your desktop. Super easy, not bad at all. Then you will launch GUI Screen Copy, and then these couple things will pop up on your screen. So my phone is already linked, but there'll be a way to link a server, and that's what's going to connect to your phone. So all you have to do is point the server to the Screen Copy server file in the Screen Copy folder. I've said screen copy a lot. I'm so sorry. But once that's good, you can change the bitrate to make it higher quality, or you can change the resolution if you want to. Sometimes it's kind of buggy, but anyway, you can change bitrate, resolution, anything like that. And then once you're ready to play, I have it set to go full screen when I start it. You don't have to do that. It's just, you can go on here and you can adjust your sound. You can adjust if you want to like record the screen, anything like that. So it's a pretty useful tool. There's also some settings here that you can change your max frame rate and things like that. So once you got that set up, then you can hit start screen copy, and then it'll launch your phone just like screen copy would, and you can control the game from your PC. One more thing that I forgot to mention with GUI and screen copy. The faster the cable you have, the better results you're going to have, because sometimes your cable has to be able to transfer in enough data for your computer to pick it up. So a good cable is kind of a must. You want to make sure you got a pretty decent one. Your super fast charging cables should work. I use my MetaQuest cable and just hook it into a USB-C port, so I know that it can transfer enough data at once. So that's method 2. Now let's talk about the emulator method. So you can use this on pretty much any PC. The faster your PC is, the more resources you'll have to run an Android emulator. So it can help. It can help if you have a faster PC. But all you're going to want to do is go to BlueStacks. This website is weird. There's lots of anime girls on it. Just ignore them, okay? Ignore them. Promise me you won't look. Download BlueStacks. This is just the easiest one, the first one that kind of pops up, and I found that it works very well after some few minor tweaks. So once that's downloaded, just install it on your PC, and once you launch it, this is what it's going to look like. It'll start. It's going to probably download some extra things. But once it launches, this is an Android emulator. So this is basically an Android phone right here. Before you start downloading stuff like we did on the phone part of the tutorial, go over here to your, it's the multi-instance manager. It's this little cube right here that's got 3 stacks. So this is the one that it defaults to, is the Nougat 32-bit, and I have found that one is not as stable, or sometimes it might not have even like installed, like not allowed the game to be installed on this here. So I added another one. All you have to do is click plus instance, click fresh instance, and then choose which Android version. I used Pi 64-bit. It'll make you install some extra files, but it actually works. So, and I tried Android 11 the first time around, and I've had some stability issues with that as well. So I think Pi 64-bit is just going to be your best bet here. So once you do that, you can customize how much of your system resources you want to allocate to it. I have found high, and I play 1440p, and then high performance. I found that cranking these settings helps with, or like giving the emulator the resources that it needs, helps it to be a little bit more stable. So just play around with these settings. Everybody's PC is going to be different, and if you don't have a 1440p monitor, you won't need that anyway. So just play around with those and then hit create. I'm not going to create one right now because I already have one going. So that's the one that we will be using. So we're going to stop the Nougat. Once you get into this part right here, after you got your Pi set up, your Pi instance set up, then you can just go in here, go to Chrome. Once you get that APK downloaded, you can go in here to your media manager, and you'll see your download right here. Double click it, get it installing, and then once it's installed, you'll see it right here on your main home page. So I have WeChat on here. You don't need WeChat on here. If you can get it on your phone, it makes it a lot easier. So I would recommend just getting the Pokemon Unite app and then using WeChat on your phone, because WeChat has a barcode scanner feature. So you're going to get to this title screen like we saw last time, and you're going to click the check mark button right here. And then up in this right corner, you can actually click this QR code button and click the WeChat button here at the top. It's going to open up a barcode. On your WeChat, you'll go to your profile, and then in the top right corner by your, just kind of to the right of your name, you'll see the same barcode scanner. You'll click there, click scan. It'll open up your camera, and then you'll just hit accept and continue. It scans really fast, and it's usually very good. You'll hit allow, and then it'll log you in. So just like last time, click through the things that they say. I can't understand them because it's in Chinese, but you'll be able to kind of run free and have fun. So, like I said earlier, the tutorial takes quite a bit to finish. So just be patient with that until it unlocks the auto chess feature here. Now, like I said, everything is in Chinese. So if you're feeling lost, like you can't do anything, just download Google Translate on your phone, or if you're using your phone to play the game, like find a tablet or use your mom's phone or something. Download Google Translate, and you can set it to translate Chinese or from Chinese to English or whatever language you're speaking, and it works pretty good actually. It helps me find a lot of settings and stuff, like if I have to go into the settings menu. But yeah, once you get in here, you can click Auto Chess, and then you're good to start playing. Once you get through the tutorial. A website that has really helped with learning the game and how to play it is called autopoke.net. So this guy made a website, super easy to use and really easy to just have open on another screen while you're playing. You can go look at all of the different Pokemon and their moves, their synergies, what their moves do, recommended items for them, their base stats, everything you need to know about each Pokemon. And then it also has all of the items and what each item does and who it recommends the items for. And then there's also the synergies where you can click on each synergy and find out which one you want to use or which one you're thinking of going with. This website is going to help a bunch when you first start because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to learn all this crap. So especially when it's Chinese, it makes it a lot harder. So one more thing that I would recommend when you play. We're just going to launch into a game here because there's a setting that you guys need to change, okay? If you want it to look the best possible. If you want the smoothest game possible, like the smoothest FPS. Oh, whoops, I'm playing on my OBS. If you want the smoothest FPS possible, go up here to the top right to these settings. And this first setting right here, just pick the far right one. That's going to enable 60 FPS. So then it's going to look a lot smoother as you're playing your game. That's about it. You should be good to go by now. If you're on iOS, I'm so sorry. But good luck. Good luck in the future. Good luck in your Pokemon journeys. Please, if this helped, leave a like and a subscription. And follow the channel for some more Pokemon Unite content. I'm going to get gaming, boys.